The news of mixed fortunes for the industry has come from Chairman Renee Coppin during the most recently held quarterly press briefing. According to her, in the second quarter of the year, there were improvements on the 2021 numbers, which gave the members hope as the sector was at the time still dealing with the effects of lockdowns and natural disasters. Ms. Coppin cautions, however, performance is still not back on track with 2019.
In terms of occupancy, we, on average for the last 6 months, January to June, we're down 13.1% over our last normal year, 2019. In January, we had an occupancy on average of 68.3%. In February, 73.4%. In March, 73.7%. In April, 65.1%. In May, 49.6%. And in June, 49.8%. Unfortunately, we have not yet received our July numbers. We should have them for you by Friday, and as soon as they're available, I will share them with you.
Now, one of the critical indices to measure performance is revenue per available room, which Ms. Coppin says was not positive.
We saw that our revenue per available room over the period January to June actually declined by 8.8%. So generally, hotels were making less money in the last year, the last 6 months, than they were in 2019. And again, I'm doing comparisons to our last full normal year of operation. You know that the governor of the central bank has already spoken to the industry performance in relation to arrival numbers, and he indicated that we're at 55% of 2019 arrival numbers for the first half of this year.
Given all this, she says the focus has to be on airlift into the island if the industry is to continue on its rebound. But that's where the not so good news comes, as the volume of airlift for next year does not look healthy.
This will continue, as right now the airlift we see on the books for the same period next year is unchanged as far as we can see. And we know that this will not be adequate to deliver in our next summer the necessary numbers to our membership. We have also raised the possibility of a review of an out-of-the-box approach to cruise for summer 2023, as again, we're not scheduled to have any cruise ships coming into the island, and we don't want to repeat the pattern that we've seen for this year in 2023.
Meantime, Interim Chief Executive Officer Jeffrey Roach admits the prospects of another summer season without cruise arrivals is worrying, not only for the association, but for tour operators as well, who depend on a mixture of visitors to earn a living.
Some might fare better than others, yes. But the truth is that despite the fact that during the summer traditionally we have had 1 or 2 ships a week, those few ships that we have had have helped to at least allow those operators to keep their operation going throughout the summer with the view towards the winter season, which is a lot more profitable. Now, if that business goes away in summer, what it potentially means is that, those people might have to lay staff off. For some of them, it might take them over the edge.
The winter tourism season begins in November and runs until April. Lisa Brome, CBC News.